Christina WIlson, a 32-year-old chef de cuisine from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, would compete on the 10th season of Hell's Kitchen, and would not only come out on top to win, but would arguably become the most successful Hell's Kitchen contestant and Ramsay's protege. Today, we'll be looking at her entire run in season 10, from every important confessional and moment, to see just how she won, and what makes her such a legendary figure. Be sure to hit that subscribe and like button to support these story videos, and with that, here is the story of Christina WIlson.
Bloody hell, here I go again.
The premiere for Christina WIlson would be a tale of two halves for sure, as it could not have gotten off to a better start, as during the signature dish, she not only got some personal content, but had arguably the best dish of the group, sealing the win for the red team. But then during service, Christina would have the worst opening night service for a winner ever, if not flat out one of the worst services from a winner ever.
Oh my god. I mean, seriously? What in the is that? The dough is still raw. Are you for real? You want me to serve that out there?
No, sir. Oh, one of these beef, they have to be okay.
Look, it's raw.
Rewrapped them and got them in the oven right away. You know, basically, we're just sitting there waiting for it to cook.
How long?
15 on the Wellingtons.
15 what?
Minutes on the Wellington.
It's still the same table. All of you come here. It's like snot. There's just no thought. Shut it down and clean up.
Yes, chef. Yes, chef.
I didn't expect my first dinner service to be like this. I'm just sorry that I couldn't come through.
So the question HK fans always ask, would Christina have been a first boot had Tavon not been such a train wreck on the blue side? I still stand by the opinion that Roshni would have been the first boot on the red team had they lost. As well, yeah, Christina got the red kitchen shut down. The fact that Roshni was the sole chef to get kicked out of the red kitchen and seemingly didn't produce one good scallop dish, I think Ramsay would play by the numbers and eliminate her first. But still, I'm sure Christina would have been put up alongside Roshni for elimination, which might have shook her, and who knows if that would have affected her performance throughout the season. But nonetheless, due to Tavon indeed single-handedly costing the blue team the service, Christina nor the red team would have to worry about elimination. But speaking of the red team, episode 2 would of course infamously be the beginning of how awful that team would end up being, especially to Barbie. However, Christina was out of the drama, which was a massive good sign, and a great cooldown episode to forget about her scare in the premiere. And episode 3 would be even better for Christina, as while pretty much every member of the red team had something negative to say about Barbie this episode, Christina was not one of them, as she defended her, and in fact helped her out during service, which earned her the best of the worst.
Stop. If there's people that aren't pulling their weight on the line, I'm going to take control of their station. You ready?
Thanks to Christina,
Scallops walking?
Finally. Service, please.
appetizers are leaving the red kitchen.
There were a couple of highlights. Christina, you finally found your voice.
Yes, chef.
Episode 4 would not only be another good episode cooking-wise for Christina, but would make her an even bigger fan favorite as well, as her and Dana made a great lamb dish, and then she would call out the hated Robin, trying to blame her teammates for her raw lamb.
But I heard other whispers in the kitchen said, don't up the lamb.
You're working in a team, dude. You're responsible. You're accountable for what you put out.
Right.
That's what I said. I'm responsible for the dish.
And not only that, but after another argument broke out between Kimmy and her friend Danielle, Christina would be the main one to break everything up. So yeah, after a slow start, not only does Christina seem like a damn good chef, but more importantly, she seems like the most professional woman in this red kitchen full of absolute cattiness, which is what gives her a massive, and I mean a massive leg up over her competition. Episode 5 though wouldn't be her best episode, as her enchilada dish was bashed, and she would be the tiebreaker between Kimmy and Danielle to go for elimination. And for some reason, she would choose Danielle over Kimmy, which in turn put her and Dana at the bottom after Danielle was eliminated, as they were outnumbered against the awful Kimmy, Tiffany, and Robin trio. But I guess you could also view this as Christina is simply not playing favorites, and is doing something out of her own best interest, in nominating her friend Danielle over Kimmy, because she truly felt the former had the worst service, something you have to respect. Episode 6 and 7 will be a two-part episode, and while the first part was lackluster, the second part, aka the service, would be a great one for Christina, as she and Dana would dominate the apps, despite Robin trying to get in there for no reason to help them, and then would take accountability for a bad swordfish that frankly wasn't her fault, as Tiffany wasn't taking charge of the fish station. Again, while you could argue the likes of Dana and Justin are performing better kitchen-wise than Christina, edit-wise, she is constantly looking better than anyone simply due to her leadership and not taking BS from the red team, specifically the hated 3 of Tiffany, Kimmy, and Robin. There wouldn't be any badass moments from Christina in episode 8, but she would have a good episode, earning the highest score in the challenge, and overall had a really good night on apps despite one bad risotto. But that would of course bring us into episodes 9 and 10, the infamous two-part episode that highlighted the complete ugliness of the red team, as it was literally non-stop fighting, to the point where even Christina couldn't help but get involved.
My fish for dry because missed call.
Over, dude. I'm so tired of her bitching. It's just too much. It literally drives me nuts. Dude, you should go up and defend yourself because your girl is throwing you under the bus right now.
Think I'm scared of you?
I'm not scared of you. You're throwing me under the bus. Cool, bitch.
It's
cool.
true. And you're starting trouble like I threw underneath the bus.
Started trouble? Did you or did you not just say that her too? Yeah, guys.
So she didn't lie to me. So you're throwing me under the bus. Cool, bitch.
It's
cool.
true. I do have standards, but I drop off my standards sometimes because I'm trying to save someone else besides myself. Hey, I told you to send your ribeye. Don't turn around, Christina, because I did.
Really? So now you're in charge of me too?
I'm not even talking to you, Christina.
Go ahead, girl.
I'm not.
Luckily, after this all-time ugly episode, episode 11 will be one of the better episodes of the season for the red team, two which started with Christina being the one to bring them together. Coincidence? I think not. And this service would be super funny, as despite Christina being a lesbian, even she couldn't help but drool over David Beckham. Hey, as a straight man, even I cannot deny, damn, what a good-looking man.
You have David Beckham.
What girl doesn't think David Beckham is smoking hot? Even me, I like women, and I think he's smoking hot. When David Beckham arrives, I'm just like, oh. He rode in on a rainbow, carried by a unicorn, eating a cupcake. He is a magical creature. Kimmy, I can do this. I go over and I put the peel in to turn it, and same thing happens to me, and I'm like, oh my God.
It's stuck. Let's make another one.
We were fumbling like we'd never even been in a kitchen before.
Despite Christina and frankly the entire red team somewhat fumbling around with David Beckham watching them, they would ultimately come together as a team for once to beat the blue team, with Christina once again acting as a leader when the red team had to help out the blue team finish their service.
We're here to help, not make it worse for them. It's not the time and the place to fight. I'm just trying to organize so we can get some of this food out. 2 pork, 2 shrimp, I got a strip and sea bass, VIP.
With Christina leading the way, the red team takes control of the entrees, and all of the diners and the VIPs are finally served.
Ladies, clean up, please.
Yes, chef. Yeah, clean up.
Episode 12, the first part of another two-part episode, will be mostly dedicated to the all-important blind taste test, with Christina doing more than fine, getting a 2 out of 4. But then, as usual, Christina would have to break up another fight on the red team.
Now we got Barbie running upstairs. Good job, good job.
Knock it off! Dude, shut up, dude. Stop. Now you're wasting time for everybody. We're gonna expend a lot of energy today. I definitely don't need to do it fighting.
Seriously, how Christina didn't grade this season after having to essentially play babysitter is absolutely insane. Could you imagine if she wasn't such a strong woman and stopped these fights? These fights truly might have got ugly to the point where someone could have gotten hurt. The service for part 2 for Christina would be fine enough, as after she got off to a sluggish start on the flatbread, she would do fine, and pretty much the entire red team would struggle, and she wouldn't even be considered for elimination. But speaking of eliminations, Tiffany would be the one to go home this episode, and the following episode, while Christina was mostly quiet, she and Dana would choose to save Barbie over Kimmy, and thus she would go home, and that in some ways would be the end of the awfulness of the season 10 red team. Ironically, with all the toxicity now gone though, the final 7 episode wouldn't be that good of an episode cooking-wise for Christina, as she and frankly the entire group failed to produce one good dish, resulting in the first ever no winner in Hell's Kitchen history, and then she would have her worst service since the premiere, getting the red team off to a bad start on the apps.
Walking
Let's
with
go.
2 risotto?
Yeah, let's go. Christina, very nice that risotto. It's too much. But look, way too much. Slow down.
Yes, chef. Yes, chef.
Christina, no, don't you dare.
Okay.
Don't you dare. Never mix an old risotto with a fresh one, okay?
I didn't want to waste the chef. Okay. Right, chef.
They're different stages, Christina.
Yes, chef. Yes, chef.
Christina, what is this? What is this?
I held it back. Yes,
No, your pans are too hard. You're out of control.
chef. Yes, chef.
But luckily, Christina would rebound, and the 3 ladies would have an overall great service, and thus, Christina would go from potential first boot to earning a black jacket.
There's no greater way to celebrate a unique service than putting on a black jacket. Congratulations.
Here comes the black.
So yeah, arguably the most deserved black jacket in Hell's Kitchen history, as again, while skills-wise you could say that Dana and Justin have performed better than her thus far, My goodness, what a leader and badass Christina had been all season on the Hell's Bitches Season 10 Red Team. And now with nothing else but herself to focus on, let's see how she now does in the individual portion of the competition. In a cruel move by Ramsay though, the first Black Jacket challenge wouldn't be individual, as he paired Christina with Robin, the last remaining of the hated three. As usual though, Christina would be professional in the Taste It Not Make It challenge, but the two would lose to Dana and Clemenza. And then before service, it was announced that the final 6 would compete against past runner-ups, and damn it, Christina continued to get more likable by the second.
From Hell's Kitchen 8, Russell. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Chef.
Welcome back.
I remember Russell for sure. What a ass. And I hope he goes down harder than anybody on that team.
Christina would do fine during service, and finally Robin would go home, sending us to the final 5. The final 5 challenge would be the chefs having to coach former pageant girls, a good test for these chefs to show that they can be a good teacher, with Christina even realizing herself how important this challenge was, but she would ultimately lose out to Barbie despite a good effort. The service would once again be the norm for Christina, as she did make a mistake during service, but was overall fine, and wasn't even considered for nomination, with Clemenza being the one to go home, which would of course bring us to the final 4, which in turn means the final 4 pass run. Christina stood out like crazy this season for being a leader on the red team despite how awful it was, and now she has the opportunity to show off her leadership skills at the pass and a chance for the final 2. Let's see how she does.
Barbie, how long do you need? 2 minutes. Dana, I'll see you in 2.5 minutes.
Finally, a voice on the hot plate.
Dana, please, bring the cod.
Bring in the cod. I don't know about that, Dana.
Dana, come on.
Christina, the cod, it's burnt underneath. I have to redo it.
Forget the friendship, let's go.
Dana, push that.
Yep. As soon as it's ready, I'll get it to you.
Dana, you're killing me right now. I love you, girl. I love you to death. But I need that fish. Dana, walking.
Walking right now.
Here. Joke. God's undercooked.
Dana, come here. It's under. Get it back in the oven for another 90 seconds, please. At this point, I don't even give a about friendship. Dana, I need those cod.
Walking with cod.
Walk quickly. You have 2 in your hand, right?
2, yes.
Come on.
Go, please. Last 2 tables. Let's go.
Christina's assertiveness has clearly paid off. Now, Chef Ramsay will see if her quality control is up to par as he delivers an arugula garnish instead of spinach.
Is this arugula? Are you kidding me?
That's more like it. Well spotted.
Yes, chef.
Go, please.
After catching the garnish swap, Christina sends the final entrees out to the dining room.
Well
Got it,
done.
chef.
Stove's off. Let's go.
So yeah, despite Dana of all people giving her problems, a damn good run for Christina at the pass, which in turn would earn her the first spot in the finale, with Justin being the other chef to join her, setting up a battle of Goliaths. The finale was once again a 2-parter, with the first part mainly consisting of the final challenge, to which Christina would win, a huge win as she had not won an individual challenge yet, and that also meant she got the first and last pick, which was also huge as she of course would choose Dana first, and surprisingly chose Robin over Clemenza for her last pick, with her other 2 picks being Kimmy and Patrick. So it all comes down to this. After what must have literally felt like hell for Christina WIlson during some of these nights on the red team, if she can prove herself as a leader one last time, she most certainly has this in the bag, especially over the somewhat reserved, albeit dominant chef Justin. Let's see what she has in store in the finale.
Robin, how long on the risotto?
3 minutes.
3 minutes. Push that risotto.
It's cooking.
Come on, Robin.
Walking with risotto.
Dana, how long on those scallops? Dana, I need them.
Coming right now. Yes, chef.
Dana.
Right behind you.
Thank you. Drop.
That is disgusting.
Robin, Dana, I need you. Now, come up. Come on, man. Help me
I
out.
got you too.
This needs to be, you can tell it's not bound properly. It's bleeding out too much.
Yes,
Come on, get 2 halibut, 1 pork, 1 veal. How long?
20 seconds.
20 seconds. Dana, how are you working this halibut? Is this cooked already?
Yeah, it's cooked already.
Dana, give me no one. I need this sear on this.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
At this point, my friendship with Dana, it doesn't mean anything right now. Kill those ones without the sear. Come on. All I need from you is halibut, Dana. Thank you.
Right behind, I'm sorry.
My halibut hurt. It's good.
Yeah.
I need my brigade to finish strong. I need them to bring up this last ticket perfectly.
Food's dying again in the window. Come on, guys.
You don't have to take it that
more in the
long.
middle. It's your decision. You pull that back, you start the table again, or you send that. But it's your call.
Pull it. I'm not sending out the last table.
Christina, well done.
Thank you, chef. Talk to me, Dana.
I got 45 seconds on the pork.
Walk with it. Come on, Dana. Look right in the middle. It's perfect. Server, please.
the worthy finalists fought through them and are now serving their final tables.
Oh wow, that was really good.
So a very interesting finale performance to where the three weaklings slash people who might have been jealous of Christina performed great, while Christina's girl and best chef and Dana performed the worst. But Christina didn't treat her any differently, and overall proved herself as a leader once again, which in turn would grant her her own restaurant and win Hell's Kitchen Season 10.
3.
It feels so good. It's totally amazing. I can barely feel my body right now.
So I know Christina made a bit more mistakes than most other winners and wasn't a standout in the challenges at all. But I do not care, man. I stand by the fact that she is a top 10 winner, as not only did she survive this season on the Hell's Bitches Red team, but was a leader and always the one playing peacemaker on this team. It truly is unbelievable to me, and that's what made her such a great leader in general. And I truly think that's what made Ramsay want to take Christina under his wing, as he saw just how much of a freaking badass she could be. And I'll also say this, since the season was stretched out, it means the editors had more time to fill out with service mistakes. So it wouldn't surprise me if other winners had made just as, if not more mistakes than Christina, but it was cut to make them look good, and there wasn't as much time to fill. But again, man, she could have sucked every service, and still deserved to win the season as far as I'm concerned, as she took over as a leader all season, and was an absolute beast and badass. And that's why she not only became Ramsay's protege, but is a Hell's Kitchen legend. So there you have it, guys, the story of Christina WIlson. Let me know what you think of Christina in the comments below, and be sure to show support for these story videos by hitting that like and subscribe button. And with all that said, take care everyone, and I'll see you next time.
Get out of there.